let's get to our next topic, which is Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson and his beef with Dana White. My man just straight went mask off.
He sure did, man. I was surprised. I was
Yeah.
surprised, man, that he came out because for years, man, he's been quiet and always just kind of like kept his mouth shut and
Yeah.
just fight his fights and it seemed like he was happy, And I guess that's the thing, man. Like just
Happy
because you're
or
quiet don't
relieved.
mean you're happy. Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, especially, I've had my situations where I felt as if things should have went a little bit differently for myself. And you know me, Dean, I'm gonna speak up for myself.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's not always received, but everybody doesn't know the actual facts. They don't know the actual instances and things that I'm talking about because I choose to keep those things private and I just speak vaguely on a topic.
Mhm.
He said, fuck it. I am going to give you every situation. I'm going to tell you exactly what you said. I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. I actually spoke to him that Saturday before he went mask off on his deal. And everything. If you remember the interview correctly, everything was well thought out. It was
Mhm.
sequenced properly. It was well spoken. It put him in a different light where there's no way you can think of him negatively on his reasoning behind what he's doing. You got to respect that. And I think at the end of the day, everybody needs to take a deep breath. We know Dana White, especially post remove from a situation, he's really emotional. He's really compassionate. He might say some things. Oh, I'll never do this. This person, I mean, he might go ham, but just give him a couple weeks. I mean, I told DJ, hey, it might be a good time. He happy right now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just knocked down 4 houses, about to build Wonderland. Just did this counter deal, had this crazy party with Kendrick Lamar. Get a flight out there, sit down with him, sit down with Hunter, figure out this situation, and everybody be willing to compromise, take a deep breath, and at the end of the day, they want more out of you from a promotional side. You want more support from them on a marketing side, and you want more money, but you have to prove to them why you're worth more money. Sit down and get it done.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's really at the end of the day what I think what it is. And honestly, I think part of I think timing was a big issue too. And I know the whole TJ Dillashaw thing was kind of the catalyst that sparked his rant. But you
Yeah, but
kind of
TJ, get
wish,
out of here, man. Come on now, like
yeah,
TJ, my boy. But
yeah,
be for real. Get out
yeah.
of here,
That's
dog.
it's I don't know. I'm not really sold on that either. But
Sit down
I
for sure.
kind of wish DJ wasn't so quiet the entire time and let this kind
Yeah.
of fester. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now it makes it look like, man, you knew all this before, man. Like, why did you let this fester?
Well, this is the thing, and I hate guys, fans. I'm only doing this because I don't want to bring up other people. If I was given permission to use other examples, I would do so. So, since I don't have that, I'm going to use myself. I'm the king at winning the small battles. Whether it's, hey man, you promised me an extra ticket, or hey man, this bonus wasn't there. Hey, I feel like I deserve this, or hey, I want to fight on this card. Hey, I want to fight this opponent. All the battles you don't win, but being willing to at least let the organization know that this is a business, is a partnership, and I want to be treated fairly, and these are my concerns, and voicing those things, it sets you up for the larger battles. He was what we call a company guy, which at some point it might have claused him in. They might have felt as if, we have him grandfather clause in as DJ. He's not going to battle us. At the end of the day, he's probably going to do what we think is best for the company. So they got a little bit comfortable. Then all of a sudden, DJ started seeing the payouts. He started seeing the other people what they were making. He started seeing the way they were getting marketed. And he started feeling, I'm the pound for pound champion. How am I paid this amount? I'm the pound for pound guy. I'm always showing up to fights. I'm always finishing fights. Is it my fault that I'm so dominant as a champion? Is it my fault? These are the guys you signed. This is the tough show that you put together. These are the featherweights. I mean, sorry, the flyweights that I have to compete against. Is it my fault that I'm smashing everybody ass? So I think his stance was rightful, man. I think he has a very strong point on why he shouldn't fight T.J. Dillashaw. He's never made the weight. He's never beat a person in a division. We got to get our sport, the integrity back of our sport, Dean. We talked about this on the phone.
Hmm.
We have to renew that integrity.
Yeah, I think the more we treat this game like a circus, the further we get away from the integrity of the sport of the martial arts.
It's a
I mean, it's
selective
just
circus too.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
okay when it's
absolutely.
Connor. It's okay when it's Bisping. It's okay when it's Ronda. But let me not want to fight Stephen Thompson or take on a Nick Diaz or GSP. Oh, you're gonna fight the number 10. Let me not fight Damian Maya and actually fight Michael Bisping. Watch what happens. It's a selective circus that at one point you want everybody to play by the old set of rules and the rubric of you're the top guy, you fight whoever's coming at, and we put the fights out there and you take them. But then it's other people who already shown us a table set for the super fights. The table set to make more money. The table set to make certain demands. And if you're the pound for pound, how do you not, how do you not explore some of those options?
Well, here's the thing: is everybody's calling him boring, and he's not, enticing enough. And in the divisions week, first off, like I did like the numbers, the records of his opponents that he beat in title fights, and his records, the guys that he beat in title fights have better records than John Jones and Anderson Silva,
Yeah.
not put together, but had better records than those guys. And then to say he's boring because he doesn't put himself on the line, he's winning the fights and
Yeah.
finishing guys. And but
Finishing.
people just seem that they want
Armbar and
him
a black
to,
belt.
yeah, they want him to
Knocking
just
out,
take
knocking
chances.
out the freaking the Joseph Benavidez when they said he didn't have power.
Yeah,
Outspeed racing John Dotson and not allowing him to
yeah.
use
I mean,
power.
are you
I
kidding me?
mean, the
It's like,
Horiguchi and John Moraga submissions came in the final seconds. He never stops trying to finish your ass.
yeah. Are you? That's what I'm saying. Are you kidding me? That he's
Yeah.
boring and he's fighting, weak guys. It's like, come on. I mean, the fact that the fights aren't back and forth is what they're basing on it. But
We
he's
need
that
new
good that
category.
these fights. Yeah, he's
We
that
need we
good.
need pound for pound fighter. We need pound for pound guys that have beaten the most legends. That's going to be John. We need pound for pound talking the most stuff. That's going to be Connor. We're going to need pound for pound best dress. Connor might be up there, but I might have to go heads up with him for that. But you also just gotta. It's not just pound for pound fighter because that's really relative on what you think and what you want to watch. Like the same thing as saying pound for who's the best rapper is what you want to listen to. Is what you can what you can resonate with, things that really make you want to listen to that person. So, as a professional who's always shown up, who's always made weight, who's always attempted to finish his fighters, who's been so dominant, who hasn't given us a lot of problems outside of the octagon like John Jones, who hasn't bounced like Conor McGregor has never defended his belt.
Never.
Never. So,
Crazy.
for you to make a statement and for people to put him in a category pound for pound, this person is about to break the all-time record of title defenses. And he's supposed to do that against a TJ Dillashaw who had never fought in the weight, who's a bigger guy. And he still got 2 or 3 other guys that he needs to clean out, Ray Borg, Sergio Pettis, and maybe one other up-and-coming guy before
Hmm.
he says, I cleared the division.
Yeah.
Like stay the course, man. Don't let nobody take you off your course. What you're doing is for your legacy, for your family, what you envision. Nobody was there when you had to do the boring stuff, to stay in shape, to train year round, to put yourself on constant, video watching missions with your coach, swimming, running, training. And really he separated himself from all the competition. Nobody was doing that. So those same people that have so much to say or the same people that are sitting behind a desk and fighting you with keys.
Yeah, man. And I really like what you said about winning them small battles because I feel like that is what really killed him in his entire argument was it, he kind of held on to all that stuff, man. And I wish that he didn't. I
Yeah.
wish that he just came out and just, prior to it because it wouldn't have been such a big surprise. And I think Dana probably, would have been like, all right, you know what, maybe you have some points here, but it's kind of like when you're the champion for so long, you've done so much, you've dominated everybody.
Yeah.
And then finally when they go, all right, you know what, here's a fight that we want you to take. And then you have this laundry list of, things that happen, these transgressions that happened from so long ago. It's like, it's kind of hard to take that serious in a way. But
This is what I think the solution should be. And I'm not the UFC, and I'm not cutting the checks, and I don't operate the budget, and I don't see the numbers behind the stage. This kid's about to break this record, all right?
mm,
Especially against Ray Borg. Bless his soul. Cash him out. Bonus him for doing this. Bonus him for doing the magnificent feat the way our sport is going, it's only one fighter on the roster that has a chance to do that again, and that's Joanna Young Jacek. Outside
mhm.
of her, And I'm a champion. I'm just honestly speaking. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna go on a 10-run streak. I'm not. The
That's would be
sport is
tough.
too crazy.
Yeah.
It's too hard. These up and coming fighters are freestyle fighters that have been equally trained in all the martial arts. It's not
Hmm.
the specialist anymore. He is a very unique guy. What he's doing is something that very few people will ever do. So with that said, cash him out for that. Pay him $1 million for this $1 million a show. Don't give him pay per view. Don't give him points. His purse, forget his purse. Just give him $1 million flat. Then put him on the pay per view. Now let's evaluate the numbers that he pulls in for the pay per view. Then after that, let's sit and discuss. Hey, look at these numbers, and they can say, hey, we did this amount of marketing. We did this amount of pushing. We push you like you said you wanted to be pushed, and these are the numbers. If they're a great number, now you see that the marketing, the push work. If they're not, you can explain to him their reason and rationale behind not giving him pay-per-view points. But at the end of the day, reward him for greatness.
Hey,
It's been